Okay, this job on 2017 Chevy Suburban, brake job. Front brakes only, disc brakes. It's gonna take you about an hour. If you drink beer, it's gonna take you 4 hours. Okay, today we are going to be replacing calipers on the 17 Suburban. So what's going on here? Pins I thought were sticking, they're not. I pulled the pistons out. The seals are kind of hard. Good luck trying to find those seals, so I just opted to go buy new calipers. When you go down the road, hit the brakes, it'll pull one way and then jerk the other way, and then this brake will start dragging. So we're gonna replace both of them. First thing you wanna make sure is that they give you the right parts. And now that I see that, we got a left and a right, we're good to go there. Got everything from Advance Auto. So the next thing I like to do, but it'd be frowned upon, is I just put slight pressure on this hose with a vice grip, welding vice grip. It's got blunt end, 11mm. Take off this bolt here so we don't leak all of our fluid out all over. Just like that, no fluid coming out. Some people will say that probably hurt the hose, but this is how I do it. Next, you'll take the caliper bolts out, and that is a 19mm. Should come off pretty easy. May have to use impact. You can use a wrench there if you need to hold the stud in place. And just like that. Got a bunch of oil in there. That will come out. Save that for the core. Then we'll take the brakes off. Brakes are pretty darn good yet, so make sure we put them back in the right order. Next, we'll take the caliper mounting bolts out. Those are an 18. Those are going to be on there pretty good. Save all that. On to the new ones now. I'll get the right side here. Always put the right one on the right. Leader connection here. Screw needs to always be on top. Very important. Okay, after you remove these two bolts, both sides, take that off, and then we'll put our retainers in for our brakes. So now before you put the new piece on, you need to ask yourself if you need new rotors or not. If you're putting new brakes on, now would be the time to get the rotor off. Pop that right off. Now you'll have to use your factory bolts when you're reinstalling this back on the vehicle. It'll look just like this. Tighten those bolts up to the factory specs, unless you have a torque arm. And I have a torque arm. I know exactly how tight it's supposed to be. That tight. Then out of the bag here, you got two retainers, new bolt for your brake line, and these retainers just snap in here like this. Sometimes you have to use pretty good pressure on there, but they snap in just like that. And that's how it should look after you push them on with equal pressure. Not like that one. I gotta move that one over. There, just like that. Now you just pop your pad back in there. And this little spring tab should push out the brake a little bit. Then put your new caliper on there. Kind of fun doing it with one hand, but I don't have a tripod today. Put your bolts in. Sometimes you'll have to stick a wrench on there. Now they tighten those down to spec, which I don't have for you today. Just look her up on the internet. Take this bolt out, and it's gonna have a washer on the inside, so you're gonna have to use the pliers like I did to unthread it off there. So there's a washer on this side and a washer on the other side. So it's gonna look just like that going back into the hole. Tighten that down. I only use a little stubby on this one. You don't want to go too tight. Break it off in there. Then you can take off your clamp. That should start allowing some brake fluid to come in. And we'll loosen this up here. And so what I do, I hook a hose up there, go down to a ball jar, and I hook it to my vacuum pump for AC. You may not have that, so you might have to do the old, so have somebody push on the brake, crack that bleeder open, let the pedal go down, close the pedal, or close the bleeder, let the brake off, and then repeat. And do that until you get a nice steady stream coming out of there and no bubbles. Now we got fluid coming in there. For the driver's side, same exact setup. I do that every time. Keep it up the other way around so the fluid don't drain all over. These bottom ones, you need some leverage, or the inside. Or you could use an impact. Now, I didn't take the brakes out, but if you're really worried about where they need to go, just take it out all like this in one assembly. Set it on the floor. That way you got something to go by. So these can be on there pretty hard, but you got to kind of hold them down with your feet or something and break those loose. Torque those down. Oh, we got that one upside down. Easy to do. Lay in there just like that. Make sure they're nice and centered, and then you can squish these down. Be careful, those things are really sharp. Okay, after all that's done, last thing, we remove this. Then you gotta take a pliers, get that washer off, and then just unthread that bolt out of there. Good to go. Make sure you always top off that master cylinder. Then start it and pump the brakes, and make sure you hold them pretty tight. Make sure you don't get no leaks. We're good here. And it looks like we're good here.